This is Scotty Bell, East Rocks Magazine in Newcastle. We're talking with Mixtape Madness. How you guys doing today, man?
Doing great, man.
It's awesome, man. Can you guys go around and introduce yourself? Tell us how your role in the band.
Jason Harvey, bass guitar, harmonica, and backup vocals.
Eric, keyboards.
Jason Marshall, guitar, lead guitar, and vocals.
Brian Ippolito, drums, lead vocals.
Awesome, man. So, tell us a little about, how long you guys have been around, and actually it's kind of a cool name, Mixtape Madness. Where did the name come from? How did you guys get together to, form this collaboration?
You start, I'll interrupt.
That's how it normally goes. We got together as a band in September 2011, so we've been together for about a year and a half now. The name Mixtape Madness came from our eclectic taste in music. We play covers from 60s to about 2002, 3. What was it?
Well, 2002. Yeah,
okay,
2002.
So the 60s to 2002, we play a mixture between dance music like "Living on" or "Like a Prayer" by Madonna, "Straight Up" by Paula Abdul, "Billie Jean" by Michael Jackson, to complicated progressive rock like Kansas and Rush. And now we're working on more complicated things like Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Right.
And we got some other stuff on our plate, yeah.
Gonna get some yes in there.
Yeah, so mixtape, like when you made your girlfriend a mixtape back when you were younger,
Yeah.
it's just kind of an eclectic group of music, yeah. So that's kind of where the name came from.
And the really cool thing is that 20 years ago, which is horrible to say, we were actually all in a band together. We were actually in the band Black Sunset with Jason's twin brother, but he was always just around. Like we were 20 years. We've been together, or should I say we've known each other for ever, it seems like. I've known this dude all my life.
Me and him started doing a duo in between his dad's band shows.
Yeah.
I play the keyboard and he'd sing and play the drums.
Oh, and back then he was playing trombone.
Yeah.
Remember that shit? That was funny.
Wow.
And then, Jay's just a phenomenal guitar player. Hats off to you. So,
I get by.
and it's just like, hey, he came back from North Carolina. Let's get a band. 20 years later, Mixtape Madness.
Holy shit.
Yeah, these two came back and then I moved away.
Yeah.
What really gets me is it sounds like the music that you're putting out there, cover bands from back in the 80s, right? You kind of threw me for a loop there when you mentioned Paula Abdul. I see 4 guys here, man. Who's actually doing the singing?
Hey man, the girls dance to it, and that's what matters.
Real.
Yeah.
One thing that we've noticed from being in cover bands our entire lives is if you make the girls dance,
Yeah.
more men will come, and more girls will come, and more guys will come. But if the girls are there, the men will be there. So that's
Right, so
kinda,
throw in a little 80s Paula Abdul, Madonna, then play some Rush or Zeppelin.
Metallica, Ozzy. We try to keep everybody in the crowd happy in some way,
Blues
shape,
for
or
the
form.
bikers.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Now, like you said, you guys have been around. You guys have been in other projects. Way before this. For some time, doing originals. What got you guys to lead into a band? Where you're doing covers now rather than originals.
You want me to?
I refuse to write music.
Let somebody else.
Well, it's not so much refuse. Well, he refuses.
I refuse.
But it's just trying in an art, oh my God, a recording rep actually said it in an advertisement. Being in a band and making it in the music industry is not rocket science. It's much harder.
Right.
You have to have first of all, you have to have the following, which is the biggest thing, and you actually have to write something that catches literally everybody's eye, that is radio friendly, and with 4 guys that are holy crap outside of the spectrum, which is what really meshes with us.
Right.
Everybody has a different style that they love, and to write, it could either be, oh my God, awesome, or holy shit, what are you doing?
Right.
So, original music for me, if it doesn't jam out, but I'm more of a 90s music lover, so.
Right. Who actually picks the songs? what you guys want to,
We do a group vote.
Yeah, it's pretty democratic, and usually we can agree on whether something sucks or not pretty easily. Sometimes we fight harder to drop stuff than others, but for the most part, we all agree pretty easily.
That's cool. Now, and I know, Jason, you were telling me that you guys are in the process of coming out with a demo. Can you give us a little bit of idea as far as, what we expect to hear, on there?
Yeah, we tried to mix it up on the demo because basically we want to break into the Pittsburgh scene a little bit.
Yeah.
So we wanted to show them how versatile that we were. So we recorded 5 songs. Billie Jean by Michael Jackson, Straight Up by Paula Abdul, Renegade by Styx, Wayward Son by Kansas, and Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so we basically wanted to show them, okay, we can make the girls dance. At the same time, we're musically talented enough to play harder music like Wayward Son and Renegade. We can do 4-part harmony. And we'll also do a straight-out crowd pleaser like Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. So it's just kind of like what can we give a club that will show us, that it can show them the entire spectrum of music that we cover in 5 songs. And that's what we came up with.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, do you guys get anybody out there, like any fans, anybody out in the crowd that like starts throwing out, "Hey, do this. Can you play this?" And are you taking requests?
Every show we get someone that's going to be yelling for something, and we usually take it into account. Like, if we hear 3 or 4 people request it in a number of shows, we'll learn that song. So when they ask for it next time, we got it.
Right. Okay. Now, where are you guys looking at? At playing? Obviously, Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, Central, anywhere else?
Youngstown. I'm going to try to hit Butler and Cranberry, and like here to Pittsburgh would be the furthest. Here to Youngstown, maybe even like Austintown. You know what I mean? More or less, if it's an hour from here, any way.
Right.
We'll try to hit that way because obviously this is the practice space. This is a meeting ground, so. If I figured an hour this either way, which would, like if we went an hour towards Ohio, would be a little bit longer for them. But if we went like an hour past them, that would be 2 hours for us, like other side of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then this way it's more or less fair for everybody, as far as driving time. But then again, we have like our little
Bubble.
Yeah, our little nucleus that is like Mixtape madness. If we're an hour this way, fine. Like we went all the way up to Conneaut Lake and just played a show last summer.
Right.
Meadville, but it's Conneaut Lake. So if we got a show at Conneaut Lake, obviously that's an hour that way. So just try to, like I said, an hour in any direction. Slippery Rock, there's a couple decent bars out there. Try to hit out there and go from there.
Right.
Build a following.
Awesome. Now, this demo that you guys are coming out with, you guys get a title for it? And how do you pick a title? Just pretty much just like...
It's just a demo, just to let them hear what it is. It's not like we're making some concept album or something.
Yeah.
We're a bar band.
We're not really... We're not... And I'm speaking for myself, I don't think we're going to sell...
Right.
The CD. We're not going to go out and, hey, this is Mixtape Madness, you can buy a CD for $5. No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, it's more to try to give to people like bar owners and people who love bands.
It's more for promotional purposes than for sale because we're a cover band, so we'll get our asses sued off if we sell if we sell recorded music from another artist.
Right. Now you guys got like any obviously on Facebook and stuff like that, man. Where can we go? You guys on YouTube, Facebook, for anybody that wants to at least listen to what you guys sound like, and
we do
get them out the shows.
We do have a video on YouTube. I'm working on getting more video on YouTube under our, I don't even know what it is. Would it be
SoundCloud?
Not SoundCloud, but in YouTube. Is it like an account?
Oh yeah, like your account.
Your account. So we do have an account on YouTube. There's only one song as of right now, and it's live. It's November Rain, mtmadnessband.com, which eventually when we actually get a website, that's where, that's the way I'm going, because if you actually look on YouTube and look up Mixtape, there's just a whole crap load, but there's only one Mixtape Madness.
Right. That's awesome. And, what are some of the bands that you guys have played with? Like sharing the stage with.
Actually, with this current lineup with Mixtape Madness, we've only played out with 2 bands. 12 Gauge Justice.
Okay.
We played at Changes, where actually we still hold the attendance record there at 270.
That's awesome. Awesome.
And then our second show ever, we played with Medically Wrecked down in Pittsburgh at a place called Revolutionaries Cafe. Being a cover band, what we do is we book a 4-hour block with a club, and we show up, and we're the only band that plays.
Okay.
So you'll catch a first set, we take a 10 or 15 minute break, a second set, take a 10 or 15 minute break, and then do our third set. But last show we played at the Branding Iron on 422 out towards the Ohio line, the old Fat and Skinny's, the old Harbor, whatever you want to call it. We did a 15-song set and then a 25-song set, so we tried to stay on stage as long as possible with our second set. So we basically just play on our own.
Right.
I don't want to give any ideas away, but which is also great for us, we do come with a DJ. You know,
cool.
so when we stop playing, there's dance tunes and mixes and all kind of stuff that DJ Chuck Dirty throws in. He also runs sound for us, so whenever we can, we hook up and help him out just like he's helping us out.
Right.
So,
That's sweet.
but we did open for Bang Tango.
That's right.
We did open for Bang Tango.
I forgot about that.
You know,
Or maybe I tried to block it out of my mind. I'm not sure.
as far as you want to know, like individually,
Well, just like some of the bands that you guys enjoy, being out there with.
I don't know about being out there with, but previously I did open for national acts. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but
That's
I-
a 2 all the way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I opened up for the Used at the Cellar in Struthers. Well, they were all at the Cellar. I met Seether because it was probably like 10 years ago. There was a double dose. It was Seether and then Chevelle the next night, 2 nights back to back. Seether came in, hung out with us while we were practicing for the Chevelle show the next day. So I opened up for Chevelle. I opened up, which is one of my favorite bands, Eve 6, which was phenomenal. And then they did an outside concert, and we opened up for Future Leaders of the World. So, I mean, just a background. I mean, we all have people that our name is out there.
Right.
Even though it may be this big, but it's out there.
Right.
In the early 2000s, I was in a bigger metal band out of Youngstown called Cyrus, and we were the house opener at the Odeon up in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And we opened for, let me see, who was it? Mushroom Head, Soulfly, Cold Chamber, and Sepultura. But I never got to meet any of the bands because they all sat on their buses. But we'd be on the ticket, we would play, and then they would, of course, close the show. And then he's one of the biggest DJs in the Pittsburgh area as we speak, Eric Bliss.
Right.
And then,
Been kind of taking a little break, to sort of focus more on this, so I haven't really been taking many DJ bookings, but yeah, I used to do every weekend, every other weekend doing that.
I only go to raves when he spins.
Anywho, all right. This is going to be a selling point for people to come to your show. What do people expect to see? What do you guys like when you guys are up on stage? What kind of shit goes on?
There's a lot of keyboards up there.
That's awesome.
No, we're a party band. We interact with the audience, try to get people dancing, have a lot of fun. Basically, we're a bar band. Just like you'd see if you picture Roadhouse, the band that's up on stage making everyone dance, having fun. That's what we want to do. We just want everyone to have a good time, have a couple drinks, party, and we try to get people involved. So they do.
I could go for more fights like in Roadhouse. That'd be cool.
I don't want to play behind chicken wire.
It's usually a pretty natural occurrence to see either Jay or I actually on the dance floor,
Right.
dancing with the crowd. When we have enough room, when he does his solos, he likes to walk around the stage and do his little Slash.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has a little Slash impersonation during November Rain. Problem is, two of our members are stuck kind of where they are.
It's kind of hard for me to jump up from behind.
Yeah, he's a drummer. He's stuck behind a drum set. He's a
Oh.
keyboard player. He's stuck behind 4 keyboards, and they're both. He's singing at the same time, so he's busy. He's playing a keyboard here and a keyboard here, so he's kind of busy. So the only two that can really do a lot of running around is me and Jay. You know, unless he gets a what's that
Little
thing
keytar.
called? A keytar. Yeah. And that was actually an idea we had a while back.
I do come out for one song.
Yeah,
So-
Black, you do come up to the
Yeah.
front, yeah.
That's cool, man.
Give people a little taste without me behind the drums.
Right. You guys got like an upcoming show?
Actually, right now we are taking a break to record our demo CD, which is now finished, and to learn some new material.
Right.
We've been playing the same material out for about a year, and we're tired of it, so we think that the crowd's definitely tired of it.
Right.
Yeah. Our problem is our work schedules. I mean, we all have really different work schedules, so one day a week, sometimes maybe only for 3 hours is all we can really get together. So, you know, we really don't have the luxury. A lot of bands will practice 3 times a week. We can't, with as much as we'd love to, you know. So we're taking a little break from gigging just to learn some new tunes, and then hopefully in a few months here go out with a whole new set, at least 90%. Yeah.
Right. That's so awesome. Is there anything out there, man, that you guys want, you know, everybody out there in the world to know about Mixtape Madness or yourselves?
I coin us as the largest, or the what is it? The biggest, the hugest 4-piece band that your ears will ever encounter. We pride ourselves on playing cover songs that other bands kind of shy away from because either too complicated, too hard, too long,
Right.
Too simple,
too simple.
too overplayed.
Yeah, too overplayed. So we kind of pride ourselves in having a completely different set than other bands. No bands out there play Mr. Crowley. No bands out there play November Rain. No bands out there play Wayward Son. No bands out there play Renegade. No bands out there play Paula Abdul or Madonna. Bands
And
just
then
don't
mix
do
it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
Like go from one aspect to the other aspect. I mean, we're playing Mr. Crowley, and then we're playing Layla by Eric Clapton. You know,
Yeah.
going from Eric Clapton to Black Crowes to Billy Joel Piano Man. I mean, it's just, you know, if the crowd likes it and that's what they want to hear, that's what we're gonna do.
Right.
So
Usually there's a drunken freebird tacked on at the very end.
yeah.
Now, if someone wants to book you guys, you know, where can they actually go to contact you guys, you know, directly to, you know, to book you?
Okay, well, it would be either myself or Jake or Harvey. It would be myself on my cell phone, 724-971-6133. Brian Ippolito or Jason Harvey.
724-714-9534, or our Facebook page. They can drop a message on our Facebook page and inbox us, and we'll get back to them within 24 hours. minimum.
We also have email at mixtapemadnessband@yahoo.com.
Awesome, man. Hey, listen, man, I appreciate you
Thank you very
taking
much.
the time out, man.
Thanks, bud.
Awesome, man.
Thanks for stopping by.
No problem. Thanks,
Thank you.
man. Mixtape Madness. You guys are awesome.